Hello everyone, my name is Minkara and I'm the PI for the Minkara Combine Lab. Combine stands for Computational Modeling for Biointerface Engineering. So in our lab we have 5 programs. Program 1, we look at the immunoproteins found in pulmonary surfactant. These proteins are phenomenal. They're like our first line of defense against any airborne pathogen. And so we want to understand, how do they function? How do they actually defend against pathogens? Take one of the immunoproteins, surfactant protein D. This protein is designed to identify pathogens of all different backgrounds.
Knowing how an immunoprotein binds to stop pathogens, researchers can now look at that and say, we can mimic that binding pocket so that we can better interact with these pathogens and stop them as they enter the bloodstream.
And that's why it's so fascinating, and that's why we're studying it. Program 2, you know how I said the alveoli expands and contracts? We're able to breathe because of that, because the pulmonary surfactant or the lipids in the alveoli actually regulate and modulate surface tension. What we do as computationalists is we come in and we want to shed light on what's going on. And so we actually started on focusing on one of the proteins known as surfactant protein B, as in breath. Now this protein is crucial for our existence. Without this protein, you cannot breathe. You cannot breathe, you die, right? So even though we understand that surfactant protein B is important for our existence and for us to be able to breathe, we do not know how it works. And that's where we come along as computationalists, and we're hoping to understand. Program 3, we're looking at modeling different drug carriers through the lungs, and maybe we can nebulize more therapeutics through the lungs.
So if we can really dissect and understand each individual protein and how that's interacting in the lipid, we can then use that applications for things that are like innovating human health, like engineering synthetic surfactant, drug delivery, like inhaled nanoparticles.
Program number 4 is where we develop tools and techniques to be able to computationally study our systems of interest. Some of the computational methods that we do use in the lab is molecular dynamics, Monte Carlo simulations, we use homology modeling, we use some molecular docking.
The computational power that exists in Combine Lab or in here at Northeastern University is something that you cannot imagine, because then you have access to a high computing clusters, computational tools that can enable you to quickly get your work done.
Program number 5. Program number 5 is the program that has been developed because I myself am a blind scientist. This is where we develop tools for blind scientists to be able to do science, to make science more accessible. What we realize, if we think differently, we realize there's a lot of techniques that we can make accessible just with a little bit of innovation, not crazy amounts. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of times our block is our own preconceived notions to what the limits are.
From microscopic molecules to global health, groundbreaking respiratory science starts here at Northeastern University. If you're interested in collaborating with us, visit minkaracombinelab.com or send an email to m.minkara@northeastern.edu.